What's going on, YouTube? This is Xavier here. I'm over here in Fort Dodge at National Gypsum. I just got unloaded. So, with that being said, I wanted to talk to you guys about backing into parking spots and backing into docks. Okay, so parking spots out in the truck stops, you want to try to avoid the end parking spots. Yes, they may be the closest ones. Yes, you may feel like they are the better ones, but they are not. More people get hit from parking on the end spots than they do on the inside spots. So you want to try when you get there. I mean, if the end spot is the only one that's open, then either take it or find somewhere else to go if you have the time. But as far as parking anywhere in the truck stop, you have to make sure that your setup is correct, because you don't want to hit the truck on your blind side if there is a truck on your blind side. Now, what I like to do is I start my clock a little earlier in the morning, which means I stop earlier in the day. Usually when I get to the truck stop, there's nobody there. Why do I do that? Because it's just how I like to operate. I mean, it's not that I, am scared to back into a spot with two trucks beside me, because I do it all the time when I stop for 30-minute breaks and stuff. But usually when I get to a truck stop and get ready to back in, there's 15-20 spots open probably, because I just stop earlier in the day most of the time. But with pulling these spread axle trailers, your setup has to be great. It has to be great, because little do you know, you can rip the axle right off of this trailer. You can lose your whole load from backing into a parking spot. So your setup has to be great in order for you to get into that parking spot without messing anything up. So you have to practice, and you have to perfect the way you maneuver this combination that we have here. Which also brings me to my next point, backing into docks. So a lot of these docks are 96 inches. Your trailer is bigger than 96 inches. Now, with that being said, your trailer will fit, but you have to be perfect. You have to be perfect. If not, you'll run the rubber rail right off the trailer back there. And you'll be able to see my thumbnail photo and see how I got in there. Which, I mean, I've done it before, so it wasn't my first time. But your first time can be very overwhelming. There's a few places that we go to where it's really, really tight. And you got to put that truck and that trailer in the dock that they told you to. And it can be very overwhelming. It can take you a few times, but don't get too overwhelmed to where you mess something up. But perfect your backing skills. Don't get me wrong, like I tell y'all all the time, I'm not the best anything. I'm the best father to my kids. I can say I'm the best at that. But I'm not the best backer in the world, and I know that. But I can't back this truck and this trailer up very, very, very good. So when you're out with your trainers, when you're with Gary and Scott there and Sabetha, just ask if you can practice backing. You know, I'm pretty sure Gary's gonna make you back into a hole anyways. I'm pretty sure there's one out there in the yard in Sabetha. And don't get me wrong, that simulates you backing into a parking spot. And I don't think there's really anything around there to simulate you backing into a dock. So that's something that you're gonna have to learn how to do on your own. But with that being said, like I said, the first time will be overwhelming. But after that, you should get in there every time, just like you did the first time. So, you know, I'm not going to keep you guys long. That's just my opinion on backing into parking spots and backing into docks. So, y'all know my saying, keep the wheels spinning and the beavers grinning, and we'll holler at you later.